All right, so welcome to the June offline lecture. Thanks to everybody watching on video online. Thanks for taking the time to watch the video. I'm going to sit today because there's only 3 of us, and I think it's easier for us to talk than for me to stand up there and yell at you. So we can just sit right here. Is that okay? Yeah. All right. Okay. So before we started the camera, we talked about question number 1. Why don't we review question number 1? Cholho can read question number 1, pretest.
Traditional Korean food is based on food eaten by royal people.
Royal people, yeah, royalty. That's correct. C, yeah. Kind of wouldn't think it. You might think that that it was for all people, right? But it was mostly for royal people. Let's skip number 2. Well, we can do number 2. Let's do number 2. Question 2.
The total question means C.
Yeah, that's right. You're very smart. You know that. You're very smart. You can figure out that the questions that the answer isn't on. So A, the term fusion. You want to say that word fusion? Fusion. A, traditional food. B, modern food. C, combination or combined food.
Combined.
Yeah. That's the correct answer. Fusion. Maybe you take, you know, Indian food? Indian food? India. And you make it in Korea, but it's not, it's more Korean and Indian food. Do you know what I'm saying? Fusion. It's kind of change. Kind of change the food. It's fusion. 2 kinds together. Right? What's a good example? Jjajangmyeon? Bibimbap is Korean food, yeah. But jjajangmyeon, jampong, is Chinese-Korean mix, right? Yeah. So that's fusion, right? Okay. So now we have 10 vocabulary words, and the words, I always do that. I always draw. You don't have to do that. Why don't we read number 1? Yeah. Okay, this is very important. In the black, in this is the English word for it. Marinated.
Marinated.
Mm-hmm.
Previous cut or beef, marinated in
Soy sauce.
soy sauce,
Sesame.
pure juice, prepares, sugar, salt, bread, wine, and other various
Ingredients.
Ingredients.
Yeah, very good. Cholo, number 2.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
I don't understand this marinated.
Marinated. Marinate, the word marinate means to take, usually meat. You take meat and you put it in a container
Yes.
and you add sauce and pepper and then you save it for maybe 3 hours
Yes.
and you soaks, right?
Yeah.
So the pepper and garlic and salt soak into the meat, changing the meat. It changes this marinade, right? Like bulgogi does that, and galbi. Galbi, they marinate galbi. Wine samgyeopsal? Yeah, I didn't know. They make wine samgyeopsal? Oh, it sounds good. It sounds good. Depe?
Slice samgyeopsal. Depe samgyeopsal.
Okay. All right, number 2 is the easy one, Cholo.
Yes. Kimchi, fermented cabbage, or fermented vegetable,
The most common form is cabbage kimchi.
Cabbage. What is the Korean word for cabbage? Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And what is fermented? So if marinated is soaking meat for 3 hours, or maybe 4 hours, whatever. Fermented is when you soak vegetables, in this case vegetables, for a long time, and it changes the vegetable. When you make beer, you ferment the beer. So it's changing. Do you know the word for it? Yeah, okay. Shuksa?
숙성.
Suksang. Suksang. Fermented cabbage. Alright. Number 3.
비빔밥 mix vegetable in rice. Rice and vegetable based that entirely mix rice. One of the most popular Korean dishes inside and outside of Korea.
Any question about that? Bibimbap? Mixed vegetable in rice? It's simple, right? Bibimbap. Rice, vegetable, bap, yache, mix. 안녕하세요.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Empty.
Oh, MT.
Yeah.
You met at MT. Wow, nice notebook. Coca-Cola? I want to show you really quick and then we will start because you have to cool down, right? I want to show you something I made. Look what I made.
부채?
Yeah,
You made?
buche mangi. It's kind of cool, huh? And then the other side, yellow.
Oh.
Yeah. It's kind of fun, huh? A special fan making class. Buche mangi.
예뻐요.
Yeah, thank you. I was best in class. My fan was number 1. Anyway, okay. So we're talking about today. We're talking about Korean food. It's really easy to talk about. We did number 1, 2, and 3. So we are on number 4 now. Well, why don't we review a little bit so she can catch up? Number 1 was, what is number 1? Bulgogi. And what is the English word for bulgogi? What could you call it? Marinated beef.
Marinated beef.
Okay, and number 2 is kimchi. And what is fermented cabbage? What's the Korean word for fermented? You understand that? Suksamhara? Fermented? This word here. Fermented cabbage. Okay, and number 4. Number 4. We'll start with you, Cholo, number 4.
Number 4 is 삼계탕, 치킨, ginseng soup.
Ginseng, what is that? Do you know? In Korean word? Insa? Yeah, insa. Very famous in Korea, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
그래.
Yeah. So samgyetang is chicken, ginseng, soup, right? Okay. Can you read the rest of it? This part. Chicken.
Chicken soup with ginseng, leaf roll,
Flavors.
flavors.
What is flavor?
Flavors.
Flavor is taste. Taste. Right?
Test.
Taste. What's the Korean word for that? Taste?
맛보다.
Flavor? Do you know flavor? You don't know the Korean word for it?
Sure.
I don't know.
입맛을
That's why I have my little dictionary.